Objectification, the action of degrading someone to the status of a mere object, treating a person as a commodity or an object without regard to their personality or dignity. The only blurry lines I see are the ones that others suggest ought to run between me and my work, for I have found that I am my most profound work. I spend nearly every moment of clarity in my life courageously assessing the infrastructure of my inner self. I dare you, no, I triple dog dare you, to measure the amount of energy that I have devoted to constructing the framework of my personhood. I am constantly asking myself, are you growing? Telling myself, do not stop until you are proud of every element that composes you. And when these thoughts brush past my brain today, yes, I do have one of those, for the 105th time, I assure you that it is not the mirror I will run to assess the fullness of my lips or the thickness of my hips, no. It is my mind that I will burrow deeply into until I am buried in sureness of the stamina of my patience, the integrity of my intelligence, the capacity of my compassion, and the achievability of my dreams. And yet, for some unfathomable reason, society feels entitled to stripping me of that inner labor and reducing me to my flesh, the very flesh that I forget to wash the makeup off of on a nightly basis because I am too damn busy making sure that my GPA mirrors the beauty of my brain. And why is it that every time I go out for a drink in celebration of me and the unshakable girl gang that holds me up, it is not our accomplishments that are celebrated, but our asses? My humanity does not lie in what sits upon my chest, but what sits behind it. When you pick a flower simply because its beauty suits your aesthetic desires, not only do you slowly strip that flower of its own vitality, but you fail to acknowledge its astonishing ability to sustain life. I do not exist to decorate your kitchen table. I exist because without us, this world as we know it would not. I believe that my feminism has flourished with each stride that I have taken towards the solidification of my identity as a woman. As my sureness in both myself and my feminism strengthens, my eyes are peeled open to the ways in which this world fails to see the true value of women. When I speak of women, I do not speak of the female figure. I speak of the female identity. I have found that the two are often harmfully conflated, for my body alone could not possibly manifest the magnitude of my worth. Objectification, the insulting action of degrading a valuable human being to the status of a mere object, treating a worthy person as if they are a product, because you have failed to see the importance of their personality and dignity. Can you do me a favor? Can you take a second to think about all of the women around you who are undoubtedly valuable beyond their bodies? If you would like to join me in apologizing to every woman that we have made feel otherwise, please feel free to read this poem out loud with me. I want to apologize to all the women I have called pretty before I have called them intelligent or brave. I am sorry I made it sound as though something as simple as what you're born with is the most you have to be proud of, when your spirit has crushed mountains. From now on, I will say things like, you are resilient, or you are extraordinary, not because I don't think you're pretty, but because you are so much more than that.